Hello everyone, this is Phil from underKG.com. Today we're going to take a look at the new Nexus 7, Nexus 7 2013, the Nexus 7 II, whatever you want to call it, the Nexus 7 that we were talking about. Alright, so this is the Nexus 7. Before we go on, let's do a little bit of size comparison, starting from the iPad, the full-size iPad. This is how it looks like. That's a 10-inch iPad. This is a 7-inch tablet, so of course it is smaller, but we got a Galaxy Tab, the very first Galaxy Tab over here. They both are 7 inches, and Nexus 7 is obviously a bit taller, but it's a lot slimmer and it's a lot easier to carry around in your hand. And as an additional comparison, I got a phone that, well, of course this is a mega phone, but this is an Xperia Z Ultra. Nexus 7 as a 7-incher is, in my thoughts, is the optimum size tablet in the market. Of course, we got an iPad mini over here. It's as tall as an iPad mini. It's almost identical in the height, and it's a bit narrower than the iPad mini. You'll have to decide yourself whether you want like a 4:3 ratio tablet or a Nexus 7 ratio tablet. That's your call. So before we go on, there's a 1.2 megapixel front-facing camera with a 7-inch Full HD display. There's nothing on the bottom of the screen since the soft keys are built in. Nothing present on the left side, but when we turn on to the right, there's a power key, volume rocker, and the microphone. On the top, there's a 3.5 millimeters of headphone jack. On the bottom, there's a micro USB port, along with other HTC devices and Asus devices. It's flipped upside down. I don't know why they like it that way. Ask Asus. There's a 5 megapixel camera on the back, along with the Nexus logo and the Asus logo, and there's a stereo speaker on the two end of the device. And the internals is a Snapdragon 1.5 gigahertz quad-core processor. They modified it somehow. Now it's more of a Snapdragon 600 than an S4 Pro, as other websites say. And it's got a 2 gigabytes of RAM and 16 and 32 gigabytes of storage available for your options, and internal built-in 3,950 milliamps of battery, which should last long enough even with the Full HD display. Turning the device on, as a Jelly Bean device, it's got widget screen on the lock screen. You can add or edit your own widgets for your lock screen for instant access, and you can unlock it to get into the pure Google stock launcher. This is a stock launcher that you guys have been always seeing. Nothing really special. App drawers, plain app drawer, nothing special. The only thing about the tablet, Android on the tablet, is that when you swipe on the left, there's a notification bar. If you swipe on the right, there's a quick panel that you can go directly to the settings and the other minor settings around here. As a device that comes with the Android 4.3 Jelly Bean, one of the major updates on the 4.3 is that you get more controls on the user, multi-users. There's my main account, and there's a kiddo account. You can tap on it, and you can decide which apps that this specific account can gain access to. So I turned on very small number of apps over here. So the way it works is that you turn this off and on, and there are 2 accounts over here. You can tap over here, and you'll be switched directly to the other account that you have set. And on this specific account that I have control over, you got limited access of apps that I allowed in the previous screen, and then you'll be given a different space for your own user data. As an example, if you go to Chrome, it will show different bookmarks and everything, and so on. Applies the same with the galleries and other settings as well. Language settings don't apply. They are global settings that apply that affect all the users around the tablet. So this is one of the things that tablets are actually should be welcome. Since tablets, you sometimes put it in the living room and your other family members actually use it. I expect this to come to the smartphones as well, as at least like a guest mode. That would be very nice touch to the phones. Anyway, one of the major things about the new Nexus 7 is that it's got a Full HD display. It's exceptionally good. It's not as perfect as I want it to be, but its viewing angle is incredible. You can look at it at any angle that you would want to, and it would give you a clear image, whichever angle you will be directed to. So display is very good, although I kind of think the black level over here is a kind of high. It's not exactly perfectly black, but this is a $300 tablet. What, you can't expect that much on a $300 tablet. So in my point, is the best screen around in the price range. And as a device with the stereo speaker around here, there's been some reviews that the stereo speaker does an exceptional job, but tested it. It's loud enough, but I wouldn't call it exactly the best speaker around the town. It's good enough, it's loud, it's going to be filling up your whole room, but it's not exactly great sound quality. It's the same when you plug your headphones in the headphones jack. It's got some bass, but it's not exactly the best sound around the town. So that's the display. And performance-wise, although it's got a Snapdragon S4 Pro, it manages full HD display very, very great. There's almost no lag around the device. Whatever you want to do with it, it deals with it. It's really great, although especially with the 2 GB of RAM, considering that it's a Wi-Fi device, so it's got no bloatware at all, as a Nexus as well. Even considering that, this performs great. So the bottom line would be, as the Nexus line has always been Google's way of building devices. In the smartphones, it was a bit different. In the smartphones, it was like all the manufacturers build their own programs into the smartphones. This is how a pure stock Google Android experience should be. But Nexus tablets are a bit different. There hasn't been exactly great tablets around the Android arena for a long time, and Google has finally built the first Nexus 7 and shown the manufacturers this is how a Android tablet should look like. And they done a great job in Nexus 7 2 2013 as well. This is how exactly a $300 tablet should look and perform like. Although I wouldn't say this is the great looker around the town. It's not exactly a beautiful tablet, but it's a decent looking tablet. It's great to hold on your hands. So as a $300 tablet, this probably is the best tablet around the town, and you should definitely get it if you're actually looking for, not even for an Android tablet, if any kind of tablet at all. This is the one that you should get for $300. Go ahead to the Best Buy. Bye.